had a great Thanksgiving. I'm so happy for that. Thank you to my mods, Kathy and Robert, and Frugal RV Gal is on here, but she hadn't said hi yet. And but she is right behind me because I am in her rig tonight. She fixed dinner. We just landed, and that's a whole long story I'm going to tell you all about. Cheryl, hello. She says, good evening, everybody from Mission, Texas. Hope that you are warm down there. We have been cold. My cousins Michael and Cindy are on tonight. And Steve and Doreen and I know Robert and everybody is, not everybody, but you know what I mean, is in courtside. Hi, Pearl. I was thinking about you today and I almost poloed you, but I was driving, and you know how that goes. I don't walk and talk and chew gum very well, let alone drive and try to do that. So let's see. Hi, Texan Lulu. And Sue, I saw Sue, and I'm going to try to go by memory of who I saw on here as early birds. It was Sue, Dewdrop in, Beth, Richard. Oh, I know I'm missing, other than my mods, I know I'm missing some people. Let's see. Oh, good, Cheryl. Glad to hear that you've got warm weather on the way. And so I'm going to tell y'all about where I am and why I'm in Frugal's van, not her van. She has a truck camper. Why I'm in her truck camper tonight here in a minute. But it's a hilarious story. Everybody stop and give me thumbs up if you would. I would appreciate that. And Frugal's over there. Oops, hitting thumbs up. So I look forward and I time my whole week and especially my Friday around look at this. I even have an armrest, Jenna, look. I told her, I said, oh man, you should never have let me come over here to do my FNL because this is just perfect. This is one of her drums, trekking Tony on the road. Of course, we got a paper towel there, but she's been traveling, so she's got stuff stuck places. You know how it is when you travel. But this is a drum that Trekking with Tony, our friend Tony, gave her. And this up here is her tray. It hangs on the wall, and she takes stuff in and out when she cooks outside. You can see her beautiful walking stick, and or she has two of them over there, and her refrigerator. And if it weren't so dark, we could open up that back window. But, oh my goodness, Cindy G says it's a chilly 28 in Wisconsin. Brr. Do you know what the weather is here where we are? She's going to look it up, and I'll tell y'all. I'm not going to tell you right now where we are. I'll tell you in a minute. And it's travel day, so y'all get me with no earrings, no jewelry, no makeup, no nothing. Because we had to travel further than we thought we were going to. Well, not nothing. I have clothes on.
53 degrees.
It's 53 where we are here now. And Kathy says it's 37 at Jersey Shore. Jersey Shore. Where is Jersey Shore? Is that in New Jersey, Kathy? Because Angelique lives in New Jersey. Anyway, okay. So I'm going to go forward now instead of going backwards. And hi, Lori. You made it this Friday. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Lori, you asked a question on one of my comments or something. Hi, Joan. Good to see you. And the low for today was 9. Cindy G, that just ain't right. Dewdrop in says she's going to leave because I don't have any makeup or jewelry on. 46 in Georgetown. That's pretty much what it was, even at my cousin's. Okay, Kathy, so you're right up there by where Angelique lives. And Linda in Texas. Hi, sweetheart. She says it's 52 there. I get confused. I think we met Lady in Texas at Lollapalooza, wasn't it? Or was it Linda in Texas? Please forgive me for getting those names mixed up. But I know that we met either Lady in Texas or was it you, Linda, in Texas at Lollapalooza? And who wore gifts from her sister, and she was just always decked out and just gorgeous. But I'm sorry I can't keep the name straight. Richard says it's 70 degrees in Phoenix tonight. I forgot that you were in Phoenix, Richard. Y'all please remember your source. I don't mean to forget things, but I just do. Howard Moses, good to see you on here. And Nooks and Crannies says 36 in Maine and trying to spit snow. We had sleet. Was it yesterday morning or day before? For just a little bit. It got down to like yesterday morning. It got down to like 29 or so where we were, but it warmed up like that as soon as the sun came out. And so it was just really, really very, 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 very short-lived. Thank goodness. Robert says it's 66 in Q. I don't know. We are headed toward Tony Vessels. Hey, good to see you on here. It was a load of fun. My Cocoa Fest 2020. It's been a travel day and I'm a little bit tired. My Cocoa Fest 2021 was a huge success thanks to everybody that pitched in and made it so. It wasn't because of me. It was because of all of the attendees and everybody that pitched in and made it what it was. And I'm so happy to see so many of my attendees on here tonight. Thank you all. Victoria says it's 66 in Sacramento. Yeah, we had a great time. I know, Robert. I like pushing the weather envelope. I do. I like it. I like just getting out right when I need to. And Life and Times of Crazy Patrick, I'm so glad that you stopped by. So good to see you on here tonight. Daryl Drax says it's 51 in Jacksonville, Florida. And
Linda in Texas was at Lollapalooza.
Okay, good. I will try to keep that straight, Linda. And please forgive me if I don't. Remember, you're dealing with somebody with a brain injury, and I do good to make to get myself through each day. And I mean no offense by not being able to keep names straight. And I apologize, but I just loved meeting you and spending time with you. And I want to just thank everybody that's on here tonight that was at my meetup. Time travel to 202021. That's a good one. Let's see. We just had such a good time. And Jana and I ended up staying. I needed some rest time. And, good, Linda. I would love for you to attend Cocoa Fest 2022. And I actually said it right that time. And Tony says it's cool in Arkansas. I bet it is, especially if you're up in the mountains, Tony. I lived in Arkansas for several years growing up. And so I know that it can get cold up there. Bando wants to come up and say hi, you guys. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, that was a big lift, wasn't it? Can you say hi to everybody? Huh? So everybody's over here. Hey, the reason that he is coming up here, I'll just spill a little bit of the beans a little bit early. He's such a sweetheart. Is because Jana fixed us steak tonight. And so he is wanting, I'm at her dinette. And he is wanting up here to see if there's any steak left over. Y'all don't let him fool you. He loves his mama and he loves Jana and he loves Sammy, but not as much as he does steak. So he's up here, and now that there's not steak, he's like, okay, I'm ready to get down. You're a silly pumpkin. You're a silly pumpkin. I don't have any. So off he goes. That really is why he was up here. But he's such a sweetie. Hey, Rob Wakely, my dear longtime friend, is on here. Gosh, I was trying to think, and I should know, Rob, but I think we met in 83. Okay, so Travels with Dottie. Dottie is his wonderful dog. I'm glad that you told me you changed your name, Rob, because I would not have known that was you. I know Dottie, but I would not have known that. And you're going to have to remind me, Rob, because I've got it set in my head that you're just not just Rob Wakely, but that your channel is your name, and I will forget. But at least I know Dottie is your pup. And remind me your Kit Kat's name, Rob. I know it, but I'm not thinking right now. Victoria, there are huge mountains in Arkansas, the Ozarks. I don't know how high they are, but you can Google it. And you can also go to my channel and see where I went to school in Compton, Arkansas, and up in the top of the mountains. I mean, I would wake up and sometimes, and I rode my horse to school, and all of that is on that video. But often we would get to school, and the first period was for taking care of the horses and getting them in the corrals and fed and everything for the day. And we would be in sometimes second or third period before the clouds would rise above the school grounds. So I don't know how high they are, but it just beautiful. Sean, I missed you seeing you on here. Hi, my darling. Mwah. Yeah, Sean, didn't know you were on here. I understand about internet. We drove and drove and drove to get me internet, and I'll tell y'all about that in a moment. Okay, so George is your cat, and Dottie is Rob's beautiful little dog. And how old is Dottie, Rob? I forget. So Sparrow's Way says it's going down to 29 in middle Georgia. I just love this country of ours. We are so diverse, and it's so big, and we're just all over the place on weather. Oh, Lori sent me $15 super chat to PayPal, and she said, love you and missed you. I've missed you too. I know you've been tied up with you. Lori is taking care of her mother and has all kinds of things going on. And she says, glad Bandit is better. I am too. And I think I'm not going to share yet, but I think we may have figured out what has been going on with him, because the antibiotics didn't completely do the trick. But I think we finally figured that out. And so Doreen and Steve are also in Quartzsite, and they were at my meetup. Hi, guys. And Steve is who did the fire every night. And they said that they moved up to the front of the area, and I think y'all are in La Posa South, if I remember correctly. Untethered Nomad is on here. Greg, I have camped with Greg several times. I'm not even going to get this right, but all of them, I think, were at... in Wyoming, and y'all can meet him on my channel. I can't remember the name of the video where he is, but RV Ashes in April is in the house. Hi, Marge and Jeff, good to see y'all. Judy Stewart says she's cold in Iowa. Let's see, hold on. Oh, thank you for that shout out on Patreon. Yes, I share a lot on Patreon that I don't share on the internet, especially now that I am doing not live videos, but they're live when I record them and they're not edited. Bless you. She's trying to muzzle over there. She's all like, she's over there sneezing into her shirt. No, don't worry about it. Thank you, Megan. I did well after the meetup because I had so much help during the meetup. And Jenna helped take care of me. We were camped together in my spot there. And she cooked for me most of the week. And all of the things that when you're running and you're meeting, you just have back-to-back stuff all day that you don't have time to do for self-care. And Jenna filled in the holes for that. And then we stayed behind and just left today. So, and especially those of you that have seen my channel know that my mother died, and we made the decision, I think 2 days before my mother died. Was that right? I think maybe, or the day before, to stay behind. I think it was the day. Yeah, it was the day before my mother died. We made the decision to lay over. It just didn't feel right to keep our plans to travel, and it was really kind of funny because neither one of us knew why, but we would talk about it, and we're just like, neither one of us were ready to leave, no particular reason. And then my mother died, and y'all know, if you watch the video or if you're a patron and you got my Patreon post, any death of a close relative or someone like a parent or is always hard, and this one had particular hardships to go with it. And so I was really, really glad we weren't on the road. And so we just left City of Rocks this morning. And yes, Lori Rohr is saying Robert and Kathy are awesome mods. Yes, yes, they are. Hi, Arthur, Leslie, good to see you. Do drop in. And Judy Stewart, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Meandering Mims is here. Hello. Oh, good. No, Luann, congratulations on the sale of your house and your RV shopping, and it isn't easy. No, it is not easy, and you need to be real careful, but I will tell you, sorry, it has been real windy every place we stopped today, and I haven't combed my hair since we stopped, and it's like, I just realized I needed to run my fingers through it and straighten it out a little bit. But I want to go back to, oh shoot, who was it that's RV shopping? I just said your name and I missed it. Hold on, I'll catch up. Oh, Luann. Luann, I want to encourage you to go to robertwitham.com and sign up for his Nomad 101 classes, because you get one-on-one services from him through that, and you won't find a better resource for helping you make sure that you are on the right track. And so I just want to remind you that resource is out there and available to people that are especially in the throngs of beginning to hit the road. Let's see. Raw videos. That's it. Raw. And they're really live because they're live at the time that I'm filming them. And Nana's Joy. Hi, Nana's Joy. Good to see you on here. She's asking me if I'm going to stay in long term for the winter. I have decided that wherever this girl across I'm going to show you. Be ready. Are you ready?
Oh.
No, she says, no, I can't. So she's like, no, you're not. Well, remember, it was a travel day. Plus, I'm in her house. And so I'm going to honor that. She gets to say no because I'm in her house. I forgot what I was saying. Squirrel! Any of y'all go buy my squirrel t-shirts. Y'all know why they're on my website, on my DebraDickinson.shop. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, you were asking, Nana's Joy, and it's so good to see you on here. I hope you enjoyed your well. You were asking if I'm going to stay in LTVA, which is long-term visitors area. There are 6 sites around Quartzsite. There's 2 way south of there. I can't remember the name of the one, down by Mitri Lake, down by Yuma. And then there's one outside of Blythe. So all in all, there's 9 LTVA areas around Quartzsite. And they're $180 for 7 months. And I believe it is October, November, December, January, February, March. It's either October to March or November to April. And it's $180 for that 7 months. And that gets you free camping, trash, water, and dump. Although I don't recommend using the water. Even if you run it through a Berkey. It just is still, I mean, for showers or washing dishes, it's fine. But it tastes horrible even if you can purify it. But that's $180. Or you can do $40 for 2 weeks. And so that's a long-winded question, or answer to your question, Nana's Joy. But I've just decided that I'm just going to go wherever Frugal and friends go this winter. And I have no plans, you guys, and no idea of what I'm going to do until October of 2022. I'm just going with the flow, and I don't know where I'm going to be or what I'm going to do. Y'all are going to have to just stay tuned to my videos, which are raw, unedited, live videos, and to my Friday Night Lives to see where I am, because I don't know. Let's see. Ron J says, I'm behind. You still have the site you rented last year? I do, and I'm still paying on it, but I don't plan on going there. So I don't know if I'm going to keep it or not. I will make that decision this winter, and of course I will keep you guys updated. And as always, my patrons know everything first, but I will keep you guys updated. Y'all will know when I know. And I agree with Robert that you would never find me you won't find me in Quartzsite even in October, let alone September or October. November is almost too early for me. That's why I'm not there yet. Okay, Bando, come on. So he got the nickname Bando from Jana, so he gets called Bando a lot. Bando. So anyway, okay, Doreen says it is September to April for the $180. So even if you just pay for 4 or 5 months, the $180, it's worth it for the trash and to get away. Like if I want to get away from people, I'll go out to the wild, out in LTVA. And that just, I'm probably going to get slammed for this, but I just have to say that, oh baby, it's okay. He's talking, you guys. It sounds like he's growling, but we've learned that that's his way of talking. He's not growling anymore, but his growl and his talk are kind of sound the same. Yes, Marge, we will see you. Definitely. We'll see you. No worries. Shoot. Yeah, he purrs. Now I forgot what I was saying. I forgot what I was saying again. Oh, you can, even if you only do it for 4 months and it's for the trash and I was saying, I think I'm going to get slammed for this. I am thinking about, and I don't know whether I will or not. Hi, Lou Ann Kelly. You're welcome, sweetheart. I am thinking about doing a rebuttal to a video that Driving and Vibing put up that said, say no to Quartzsite. One of the things that he said in there, and I'm just like, what, are you smoking or have you even been there? Because it was so ridiculously off base. He said that you can't find any open space or get away from people in even on the LTVAs. You can't get away from people. It's just so jam-packed. And it's like, okay, this is about to be my 8th winter here. No, 7th winter. Sorry. It's about to be my 7th winter. I've been out on the road for 6 years. But my first winter, like I've been on the road since November. I don't know what he's doing, you guys. Y'all
Andy,
just,
come here.
no, he's okay. He's all right. Thank you, though,
Okay.
Jana. Yeah, he's just hanging out. Since November of 2015. So my first winter was before my first full year. So that's why I've been out 7 winters, but 6 years. And every year I go to Quartzsite, and it's not even as packed now as it used to be. There's less people going there now because Quartzsite politics and everything made some changes, and some things have changed, and then let alone the pandemic and everything. So there's less people in Quartzsite now than there used to be. But even when it was just jam-packed, that's bullshit that you can't go find. Did I really just say that on live TV? But I did. That you can't go find space and then he says something about there's nothing to do around there. It's like, I'm sorry, I really need to do a rebuttal video. And then he says, go to y'all are going to see it on the video because I'm probably going to do it. But then he says go to Havasu. Havasu is like 5 million times more packed than Quartzsite. And there's no camping. They don't have the trust land anymore. You go out to Craigie Wash. When I was going there 5-6 years ago, it wasn't very crowded. But you go out there now, and you have to almost like shimmy in to get a parking space. And he talks about, at least in Havasu, you can go out and ride your ATVs and everything. I'm sorry, but those roads, they're at most 2 or 3 miles long or 3/4 of a mile. And most of them have been shut down. It was just, I don't know. And then there was another place he said that you should go instead of, I think he said American Girl Mine Road. Oh my freaking God. American Girl Mine Road is always packed. It's dusty. It's one way in, one way out. I was just like, I don't even know what to think. And these are supposed to be, and they're a huge channel. They have a huge following. People are going to listen to that and think that that's truth. And I just was like, have y'all even been out there? And I'm sorry, that's my rant for the night. And I didn't even know I was going to go there. But anyway, all that was asked of me is, are you going to LTVA for the winter? Janice over there turning a million shades of red because I think I've embarrassed her.
No,
But no, okay.
It's just funny, yeah.
So
that was the question.
So that was the question, but it just reminded me. It's like somebody. What I was saying is, I will get I didn't even finish answering that question. It was, and yes, Patty Coretta is saying, well, he really ended up with this video in front of all of us. It was the first time I saw his channel, and that's why he did that. It's kind of a shock factor, kind of clickbait, kind of. He knows everybody's going to Quartzsite this time of year, and if he says don't go, that he'll get a lot of views. And it was just bullshit. I was just watching it going, I mean, I don't even know when. It makes me wonder if they've ever even been there, and I know they have, but yes, it was very bad information. It was just, I just, and so me and my piddly little old channel that's dropping every week now. I'm fixing to say something to a channel that's a mega channel and nobody's going to care, but I just feel like somebody needs to tell the truth and rebut what he said, because he was way off base on I think just about everything he presented. Oh, and he shows these ATVAs going out around Lake Havasu, and as he's talking about, you can go to Havasu and ride your ATVs. He wasn't even showing a clip from Havasu. I went out with Aja on her very first time she took her. In fact, I saw you that day, didn't I, Jana?
Yeah.
Aja had just bought her ATV. I was her first passenger. We were out at Craigie Wash, and we went out on all of the ATV trails and everything. And I'm talking about Pandemonium, for those that don't know. And that's another video on my channel. And we went out on those ATV trails. So if you want to know what the trails really look like, go look at my video. He was showing something way out in Southern California. I think it might have been even way out in the dunes of Southern California. He wasn't even showing Havasu when he was talking about Havasu. So I was just like, that is just like, you ought to be sued for false advertising if you're going to say crap like that. It just really, as you can tell, got my gourd. But I am going to get an LTVA sticker for the 180. I think I'll have the money next month. And if not in December, then I'll have the money in January. And because if I want to, I know places out there where I can go and get away from people. Even though you don't have to have an LTVA sticker to get away from people, there's places all over Quartzsite, in spite of what big channels lie about, to get away from people, and you don't have to be around people. But I just happen to know areas in LTVA. I've got friends that stay in LTVA, and I want to be able to go see them. And I like to be able to put my trash there and be able to dump there without having to deal with pit stop and other places to dump. Victoria Hinton says bye. I hope that's a good goodbye, Victoria, and that I didn't piss you off about something, but I hope you have a good evening. Anyway, so I will be getting an LTVA sticker, but I'm not staying there the whole winter. I am going to be bouncing around, and I have no plans until October 2022 when I go to Lollapalooza again, and then November 2022 when I have my meetup again. That's the only plans I have. Michael McLester says go to Sparrow's Way if staying around Georgia. I'm going to do a screenshot of that. Done. So I can remember that, even though I can call my cousins anytime and say, remind me where that place is in Georgia, because they used to live there. I have hiccups. I need another drink. Breathe. I got on a rant and I wasn't breathing, and I'm sorry if I offended anybody. Patrick, I hope you can make it next year too, for a lot of reasons, buddy. And again, thank you for coming out. Sunny Rivers, hello, welcome. Let's see, Joan left too.
I went to play golf.
Okay, well, yeah, she likes that golf, going to the Clam to play golf.
Yeah.
Good for you, Joan. Knock 'em dead, baby girl. Okay, I'm going to go backwards a little bit and see if I missed anything else. And then I'm going to tell you where we went today and why I'm in Jana's rig tonight. Let's see. Oh, goodness. Oh, Megan, I appreciate that. Yeah, Arthur says perhaps his motive is to keep traffic down at Quartzsite so he can go there without crowds. And again, maybe so, Arthur, but I'm telling you, when it used to be at its max to one to baby boy, you got to go down so I can take my jacket off. You're such a good little boy. When y'all can tell I'm getting hot. I'm getting flushed and red. But when it used to be 1 to 1.5 million people, and last year I think they thought that there was maybe 750,000, 750,000. So way down from what it used to be. And of course, again, the pandemic played a part, but so has politics and changes in Quartzsite. It's just not what it used to be. But even when it was at 1 million to 1.5 million people, there was always places to go. It has never been that crowded. Hope on the Trail says, so glad to be here. Blessings to you too, sweetheart. Thank you. Yeah, I don't ever like getting to Quartzsite before December. That's just me. But a lot of people are already there, and a lot of people are already having a great time, including a lot of our friends, and I'll talk about that in a moment. Imperial Dam, Marge, thank you. I was saying that there was some way south of Quartzsite, and I couldn't think of the place. Now, there's two down there. Imperial Dam does get a little crowded for me. I like to go there and do day camping, and I like to drive that back road through Mitri Lake and all of that. But as far as staying at Imperial Dam, that does get a little crowded for me, but that's just me. But I still like to go there. Let's see. Thank you, Patty Coretta. I appreciate that. Lori, you probably already know this by now, but the LTVA is $180 for the 7 months or $40 for the 2 weeks. Okay, I think, well, no, I know I missed a lot while I was ranting, so let me back up. Okay, Victoria says it's all good. She'll watch the end later. Good deal. All right, so still backing up. I'm going backwards, and that's not easy. It's not easy for me to scroll backwards and then read forward. So the Sketchy Crew has your back. Thank you, Kelly. Lake Havasu is pretty. It is beautiful, but it is so crowded. Let's see, go for it. Y'all are so cute. Thank you. And yeah, I think I am going to do a rebuttal video. I don't know when, probably after I get to Quartzsite so that I can speak authoritatively from the location instead of while I'm on the road, because it really was such bad information. But that's enough of that. I don't want to waste y'all's time on that. I want to get to why I'm in Jana's rig. Okay, it's the principle of the thing. Thank you, Dewdrop In. Beth, hi, everybody. Send Beth well wishes. She's fine. She's well. Hey, Beth, notice I'm giving you 2 thumbs up. That's probably not funny, is it? Beth cut her thumb on Thanksgiving Day cooking, and she's been sending me pictures. And so, Beth, I'm so sorry, and I missed your text. I don't know how I missed your text, but I'm glad that you're okay, and I'm glad the surgeon was able to take care of you. I love you. And she was at my meetup too. And I'm so proud of everybody that came to my meetup that it was their first outing, because I remember how much courage that takes. Sorry, I was checking on my dog. I remember how much courage that takes. And I'm just so proud of everybody that did that for their first time. Let's see. Sparrow's Way has been in Quartzsite for about 3 months. Are you dying? I would be so hot. I lived in Death Valley for the summer, you guys, and I don't do heat like that anymore. No way, no how. Now, for some people, that doesn't seem hot. For, September, October, November in Quartzsite doesn't seem that hot to them. But to me, it is way over the heated for me. Oh, Cheryl. Cheryl says that she saw the video too and thought it was very bizarre. Thank you, Cheryl, because I know you know too. And I appreciate that. Hey, Cheryl Mouse, another show. Okay, so I was talking to Cheryl Pup Camper 58, and Cheryl Mouse Boots 46 is on here and says, "Hey, just woke up and that it's final FNL night. Awesomeness." And Margie says she got a kick out of that video too. Okay, that does it. I got friends that I have some experience out here, and Robert too, that are saying that they thought it was ridiculous. Oh, Val, hi, sweetheart. That's Val and Greg, and she says she bought my new book today and enjoying reading it. She's in the first chapter, but she can tell she's going to enjoy the whole book. Thank you, Val. I am just now starting to market it, and I sold it at my meetup. But I'm just now starting to market it, and it's being met with pretty good reactions and responses so far. So thank you for that. If you're on here tonight and you've read my books, any of them, but especially the latest one, it helps on Amazon to get it promoted because they'll say down below, if you like this author, you might like these authors too. And it helps if you go leave a review if you've read it. Then they promote it more. And Lori, thank you for that support. All right, I think am I caught up going backwards? I don't know. I gotta see. Patrick wants to know what is the best time to come in courtside. Again, Patrick, if you've been listening, you've heard me say that a lot of people have been there since September, and they're okay with that. I can't handle that heat. I don't like to get there before December, but I have been there in November before. But I've also left when I got there in November and went, yeah, I can't handle it, and I go go further up north or something. Hey, just Babs. Did you know Babs was on here? You got to tell me. When you see, don't just sit there. She's right across the table from me. She's like mute. It's like somebody put tape over her mouth or something. So when you see things, tell me.
Babs?
Yeah.
Leslie B is on.
Leslie B is on?
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Leslie. Love you. Okay, now she's telling me. I appreciate that because I don't see everything. And Leslie is my bestie in Texas and was my first trustee. And if you read my book, y'all know who she is.
Right on the first chapter.
Yeah, she's right there in that first chapter. See, I don't remember that because I don't remember after I've written, but that's awesomeness. Okay, I think I'm caught up. Oh, Letty's on here too. Hi, Letty. Give you and Chuck give each other a hug for me. They're also in the book. Let's see. I think I'm caught up now. So I'll tell you why I'm in her rig. Okay, so we left this morning. We left City of Rock State Park, and we were going to stop at Texas Canyon. Now, Texas Canyon isn't in Texas. Texas Canyon is a wonderful rest area. It's on the side of this mountains that's just gorgeous. Hey, Beth, I'm going to answer that. If I don't answer that, remind me, and I'll come back to that.
Carrie's on.
Oh, Carrie, too.
Chasing 70
Yeah. Hi, sweetheart.
Get your butts to courtside.
We're working on it. But, so we hung out at City of Rocks and laid low and allowed me to get through the holiday week after losing my mother and everything. And we were going to go to Texas Canyon and stay there tonight. Well, we got there, you guys. Now listen. So our friends, Gypsy Pear, Deb and Dennis, C-Dub's Journey, Shalom on the Roam, Robert, all of our friends stayed there after they left City of Rocks and headed west. And so that's what we were going to do. But we got there, and you guys, it was so loud. We got out, and I'm like, I can't stay here. It's too loud. And we went to walk the dogs, and I'm like, I can't even walk the dogs. We got to go. And so I couldn't stay there. So then we drove, and then you got to find a place. And there's just not many places. You can't stay at Walmart anymore in Benson. Camp Indium says you can, but you can't. Campendium actually says that the manager says it's okay, and that's not accurate. And they have signs up everywhere. She's throwing her phone at me now. They have signs up everywhere and it's not just the normal signs of no camping. It's like no RV overnights, no semi truck overnights, no whatever. And so and they're everywhere, and they're big, and they've got cameras up, and so that's a no-go. And so I knew we could go south to I always get the name of this place wrong. Cartridge Cavern, Karchner Caverns. I've stayed there before. A lovely place. But that by the time we did that and came back, that's about the price of because of gas and that's about the price of an RV park. And Jana is a member of Thousand Trails, and so we decided to come to a Thousand Trails park. But by the time we did all of that, you guys, and went around trying to find a place to stay for the night, because I just didn't have it in me to drive on into Tucson. One, because of the traffic, we'd be hitting close to 5 o'clock. I had my F&L. I was spent for the day. And so we pulled in here, and she called them to make sure that there was room for me, because it's a Thousand Trails park. And so we pulled in, we barely got plugged in, and walked the dogs, and then I started getting ready for my F&L, and she fixed dinner. And so I was blessed enough to get to do that and eat dinner, and haven't even left the dinner table, and set up right here. And so that's the story on that. It's been a long travel day, and I just didn't want to miss my F&L and wanted to make sure that I had signal. But I could not stay at that Texas Canyon where everybody stays all the time, and it was just too loud. And I felt bad because we were planning on doing that, and because we're traveling together, then that dictated what Jana could do. I mean, she could have stayed there without me, but she wouldn't have done that. She's over there shaking her head. No, she would not have done that. And they're saying, Frugal, you are awesome, girl. And Jana, you're the best friend ever. And yes, she is. Hey, Curtis and Letha, good to see y'all on here. Curtis and Letha are my dear friends, and they took care of all the raffle items at my meetup. And looking forward to seeing y'all soon. And yeah, Benson has been pretty much shut down to overnight for a long time. And there used to be Harvest Toast sites in the area, but they're not anymore. It's pretty slim pickings. Hi, Susan at Large. She was at my meetup too. It's so good to see you on here tonight. You're right, Michael. My cousin is saying that he watched a video about the Texas Canyon Rest Area, and he's like, I knew Debra wouldn't be staying there. No, I couldn't. I was like, I can't. I just couldn't. Even if I stayed inside and wore my earplugs or my Princess Leia headset, it was just way, way too much for me. So there's no way. And yes, Richard, Jana's great. Agreed, Beth. And I'm just so glad to see all of y'all on here tonight. And I mean, Beth, you didn't answer. Oh yes, I think you did answer my last text about who you're with. I just haven't been able to read it or respond yet. And Donna. Oh well, now Donna Cook. I'm not going to say your last name. Carkendale, because I know I'll mess it up. But that's me. Again, all of our friends have stayed there and loved it. Nobody had a problem but me. So don't wipe that off your list just because of me. Bandit's down here. I got to show y'all. Can y'all see Bandit? Oh, bummer. I said his name and I shouldn't have said his name. Bandit was playing. But he when he gets bored and he doesn't have his toys, what he does, y'all, is he plays with his feet. He gnaws on them, and he'll growl at them, and he'll hold it up and he'll look at it, and then he'll go, whoa. He plays with his feet. It is so hilarious. But anyway, that's what he was doing, and I tried to show you, but I didn't do a good job of that. And Joe's probably going to shoot me because I showed part of her rig, but Yeah,
You showed my floor.
I showed your floor, but it's a travel day, and you've been taking care of me, so you're allowed. But anyway, yeah, I could not do that Texas Canyon. Oh, Beth says she likes the video on Silver City. Yes, we'll go. Maybe we can go together next year, Beth. We'll see. But yes, it's a great little town and a great walk around. If anybody missed that on my channel, be sure to check that out. Yeah, Lori, I agree with you. Yeah, it's got cold all of a sudden, didn't it?
Yeah.
Janet got a chill.
Do you need the heater on?
So Marsha, Mouse Boots 46. No, I am going to put my jacket back on though. The sun's gone down. It's getting cool. She says that she can sleep between two semis. That's hilarious. I used to be that way, and sometimes I can stay somewhere and sleep with my earplugs on. Of course, I can't sleep with my Princess Leia headset on. I mean, I guess I could, but that'd be like, I'd have to lay on my back and never turn. But sometimes I can stay at truck stops and places, and with my earplugs on, and it's okay. But that place was just crazy. What are you laughing at? What I miss?
Dude drop in says, "We've seen your mirrors, Janet." LOL.
This place,
so funny.
I'm going to count our mirrors. So this place has, so on your drawers on this side of the window cubbies, is there a mirror on this side too?
No.
So just on the far
doors.
side? But there's not a door on this side? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4,
No,
5.
there's 3 right there.
I know. 1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 mirrors in a truck camper.
Then that's not in the bathroom.
And I forgot
There's
the
2 in the
bathroom.
bathroom.
Yeah, there's 13 in this truck camper. Hi, Lisa Roth. Good to
funny.
see you. Yay, Marshall likes the no edit videos. Yes, Beth, Jana has, you got to see her rig at the meetup. She has this huge truck camper. And I love it because she gets out of the truck camper. And of course, she gets out and she's like, boop, because she's tiny. And so she gets out of this gigantic truck camper and she jumps down and she's like real tiny. And I have seen guys that'll be watching and she gets out and they just like, they can't believe that this little old girl is driving this big old truck camper.
And you can see the tour of this truck camper.
Oh, yes. You can see the tour of her truck camper on
was
my
like
channel. I forgot about that.
July of 20.
It was July of 2021, right around my birthday. Cindy says TMI on the mirrors, to each your own. It's not TMI, my cousin.
Oh.
It's not TMI. I'm just amazed that they built that into this camper. It's pretty awesome. I mean, they don't do that anymore. And it's not done like some places just stick mirrors. And after a while it's gaudy, but this is it's just lovely. And it makes the camper just seem so much bigger, but that's hilarious, Cindy. Hi, Susan Leatherwood. Good to see you. TMI on the mirrors. That is just hilarious. Yes, mirrors make it seem like more space, and especially the way this one's done.
Yeah.
But her camper is big, and it has as much storage or more than my Class C. Mary Jo, the meetup was at a beautiful place, and we did have fun. Absolutely. Beth says you have a cool rig. Sue's at large says she's also sorry she missed Silver City. You didn't know that walkway was down there, did you? No. You have to actually go exploring to find it. I don't think they advertise it very good. Let's see. Let's see. That sounds like an interesting book, Beth. All right. Well, you guys, do y'all have any Robert says he went to the historic district but didn't know about that cool walkway. Yeah, it was Lisa and Robert. It was a great place. Y'all have any questions or anything before I? Oh, you do. Janice over there. I do. And then she's like, "No, I don't. I'm just teasing."
Just kidding.
Oh, that is too funny. I used to love this meme that was going around that was saying introverts unite, all in your own rigs. That's kind of what we do. Oh, and y'all are talking about books. Let me just tell you. See, Arthur is saying next year's meetup is perhaps going to be in the next place. I think it will be, Arthur, and I'll be letting y'all know at least 6 months out this time about whether when it is and where it's going to be. But I think it is going to be in the same place. Lori Ward, that's the question I missed. You're asking how T-Mobile is there. I don't know of anyone that was there with T-Mobile to be able to answer that very good. I know that AT&T did not work at City of Rocks. Verizon did, though. I'll see if I can find out if anybody was there with T-Mobile, Lori, and see if I can get an answer for you.
Oh, yeah, petroglyphs. Did you find?
Oh, yes. Thank you, Patty.
Patty.
Yeah, but earlier Beth had asked if we found them all. Yes, we found all 5 petroglyphs. And since I don't do unedited videos anymore, I'll be sharing the pictures of all 5 of them on Patreon. Let's see. Was it T-Mobile she was asking about? Okay, so Richard, you had T-Mobile. Was it working? Please let her know. Lori is asking if so he says
great.
Worked great. Okay, awesomeness. So that's great, Richard. Yay. Yay, Team Petroglyphs. Yeah, we had. It was the day after my mother died, and we went out.
The
day of, because she died in the night, and so it was that afternoon. I just wanted to get out, and so we went out and we did kind of a spiritual walk, and we found all 5 petroglyphs that they give you. Send you on a treasure hunt. They don't give you a map. They don't give you coordinates or anything, but they give you hints, and you have to go find them. Yes, it was so much fun. And so that's a good point, Robert, about the oops, I had just hit a wrong button, I think, about where to camp there. I'm going to take a screenshot of that too. There we go. Y'all are talking about books, and I just want to say, if you haven't checked out my book, How Being a Nomad Saved My Life, and I really would appreciate you going to either my website, debradickinson.com, or you can find it on Amazon. And I put my heart in that book. And thank you, Cheryl. Good night to you, and you be safe too. And I just am now starting to market it, but it's already been received very well. And Suze, you're so awesome, Suzanne. Thank you. She says she's read my book twice, and I get mixed up on your name because you're Suze at large, but you're Suzanne, and then I have a friend Suzanne with a Z, and so I apologize if I mess up your name, but thank you for telling me that you read my book twice. I appreciate it, and I'm glad you got it too. Okay, Sue O'Donnell says that she was there with T-Mobile and that she had good service too. That is so great. Yay, do drop in. I appreciate that. You can call me Suze or Suzanne or Suze at large or whatever. That is so sweet. Yes, Robert, it really was just like it was in we had to wait until somebody left your campsite to be able to go get that one. It was in the middle of your campsite. So everybody be safe out there wherever you are. I hope that you had a good Thanksgiving week. Thank you for joining me on my F&L. Lisa says she's read my books and started on Kaleidoscope today. There are 2 true stories, 100% true, in Kaleidoscope. And so if you can guess which ones they are, Patty, email me and I'll let you know whether or not you're right. That's always fun to do. And I forgot what else I was going to say. Hold on. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, I think I'm going to count up how many FNLs I've done because I've been holding them since the first week of January 2020. And I think I'm going to count up how many I've done and I'll let y'all know next week. So anyway, Noreen, good to see you on here. And I hope everybody continues to have a great weekend. And I'll see you on my next videos and I'll see you on my next Friday Night Live. Love you. Keep on keeping on. Bye-bye. Can't promise that, Lori.